All right, let's get into it. Have you ever felt like building real wealth is some kind of impossible puzzle? Like it's a secret just for a lucky few? Well, today, we're pulling back the curtain. This is your blueprint for building a solid financial future starting right from square one. You know that feeling, right? You're working hard, you're putting in the hours, but when you look at your bank account, not much has really changed since last year. It's exhausting. And believe me, you are not alone in feeling stuck in that loop. But here's the thing. Getting wealthy, it's not an accident. It's a system. It's a set of rules that, honestly, anyone can use. So think of this as your guide to hopping off that treadmill for good and finally building a life where your money is out there working for you instead of the other way around. Okay, so let's jump right in, starting with the problem itself. Because, look, if you want to get out of a trap, you first have to understand exactly how it works. And this is the trap. The source material calls it the rat race. It's this endless cycle of trading your time for money. Now, what's the problem with that? Well, your time is finite. There are only 24 hours in a day, period. That puts a hard ceiling on how much you can ever earn, and it's why this path alone will never, ever lead to true freedom. This quote, this is the escape hatch. It's not about working harder or longer or finding more hours to sell. It's about a total shift in your thinking. From working for your money to having your money work for you, making more money all on its own, completely separate from your time. So how do we actually make that shift happen? The answer might surprise you. See, it doesn't start with what's in your wallet. It starts with what's between your ears. It's time to rewire your financial mind. And this is so crucial. Poverty isn't just about having an empty bank account. It's a mindset that convinces you that you're powerless. The thoughts you choose to focus on will literally build the financial world you end up living in.
Now check out the reversal on this slide, because it's everything. The poverty mindset says money is the cause of change, but the wealth mindset gets it. It understands that changing your thoughts, your habits, your actions, that's the cause. The money, that's just the effect that follows.
So this is about actively rewriting your own internal script. You go from, the system is rigged, to, okay, how do I win this game? You switch from, I don't have the skills, to, I'm going to learn the skills. You start seeing failure not as a dead end, but as valuable feedback. And maybe the most important one, you stop waiting for someone to give you permission and you just start doing. All right, once your mind is wired for success, it's time to learn the rules of the game. And yeah, these are the rules that, for some reason, they just never seem to teach in school. I mean, think about it. Our entire school system is basically designed to create really good employees, people who are great at following instructions and getting the job done. But it was never meant to create investors. And that's exactly why you have to take on your own financial education. It's a curriculum you've got to teach yourself. And really, it all comes down to this one incredibly simple but life-altering difference. Every single dollar you have is either working for you or against you. Your job is to know which is which. An asset makes you money. A liability costs you money. It's really that simple. So let's make this super concrete. An asset? That's a rental property, putting cash in your pocket every month. Or stocks that pay you dividends just for owning them. A liability? That's the car payment that drains your account, or the credit card debt from buying the latest gadgets. The rich focus all their energy on buying the stuff on the left. The rest of us often get trapped by the stuff on the right. So, you've got the mindset, you know the rules, what's next? Well, now it's time to actually build something. It's time to create your very own money machine. Look at that number, 7. What is that? Well, according to the source material, that is the average number of income streams for a millionaire. Just let that sink in for a second. Relying on one paycheck is like building your house on a single pillar. It's incredibly risky. The wealthy know this. That's why they don't just have a job, they build multiple streams of income flowing in from all different directions. And you don't need a huge pile of cash to get started. Your most powerful asset is something you already have. It's your skills, your creativity, your unique abilities. The market rewards value. Right now, somewhere out there, someone is getting paid good money for a skill that you have, but maybe just aren't monetizing yet. So the key here is to stop treating your skills like a hobby and start treating them like a business. The process is pretty straightforward. Find a problem you can solve for people. Package your skill into a service or a product, build a brand around it so people trust you. That's the formula. That is how you turn your talent into cash flow. And once that first stream is flowing, you can scale it up or use the profits to build the next one. And this brings us to the ultimate goal. Because this whole journey, it isn't really about piling up money. It's about buying back your life. This is what it's all about.
Every single asset you buy, every income stream you build, think of it like a little soldier fighting to win back more of your time. And time is the one resource you can never, ever get more of. That is the true measure of wealth.
And this right here, this is the finish line. Financial freedom has a very clear definition. It's the moment your assets are making enough money on their own to cover all of your living expenses, without you having to lift a finger. At that point, working becomes a choice, not a chore.
That's the whole game. That's how you escape the rat race for good. You build systems, your assets, your businesses, your investments that keep paying you whether you're sleeping, on vacation, or working on your next big thing. You finally break that link between the hours you put in and the money you earn.
So I'll leave you with this question to think about. Every single dollar you have is always in motion. It's either out there working to build your wealth, or it's working to build someone else's. The choice of who it works for, well, that's entirely up to you.